Story time. How one of my ancestors helped me calm down and protected me and gave me peace in a moment of chaos. So, it's 2016 and I have just given birth to my youngest child, December. During that time, I was married to his father and we did not have the best relationship. I had just had this baby by emergency C-section. My blood pressure was sky high. My baby was extremely jaundiced. He was kind of puny. And they were taking him back and forth to the NICU. He didn't have to stay in the NICU, but he had to be checked out in the NICU every day. We spent about 2 days there. And during this time, I'm trying to get him to feed. And for whatever reason, I had filled up and the nature was doing its thing. I could not get him to latch on. So I could not get my child to breastfeed. And I'm getting more and more frustrated and stressed out. Unbeknownst to me, I was in the early stages of postpartum. I had never fully experienced this before, so I did not know what it looked or felt like. So as I'm trying to get my child to latch on, my then husband says to me, well, what's wrong with you? You broke? You don't know how to do it? The baby won't latch on? He got to eat. You like, what you gonna do? This was the relationship that I was in. I know. I was very stressed. I was almost to the point of tears again, on a very strong medication because I was in a lot of pain due to the emergency C-section. I had gone into labor and then had to have a C-section. So it was a lot going on with my body emotionally and mentally. And I was almost to the point of just screaming. I could hear myself screaming inside of my head. And in that moment, I heard a very soft but familiar voice tell me, close your eyes. And I thought to myself, man, this medication is doing its thing, baby. And then I hear it again. Close your eyes. Not bossy, not harsh, but firm. So, what the heck? I close my eyes. I have my baby in my arms. He's not latching on. He's being kind of fussy. But in that moment when I closed my eyes, everything went silent. My ex-husband and his ranting and raving, I couldn't hear him anymore. The baby instantly became calm and instead of fussing, started cooing. And everything in me just became quiet and still. And it kind of scared me until I smelled the perfume. Now to this day, I can't tell you what the name of that perfume is, but I know that smell. You know how everybody wears a different scent or cologne or perfume, but when it's mixed with their body chemistry, you just know it's them? I smelled that smell and it was comforting and it made me feel good. And I realized it was my maternal grandmother. And then I felt this feeling of warmth come over me. Now, when she was alive, she had been gone 2 years prior. But when she was alive, she used to give the best hugs. Not like a pat you on it. No, she would grab you and like bear hug you. And I remember when she would greet us when we would travel from Chicago to Mississippi, that's the hug I would get. And in that moment, I smelled her perfume and I felt that hug. And just like that, this sense of calm washed over me. You're going to be all right. I heard her voice clear as day. My eyes are still closed and it's like I felt someone brush against my cheek like they were stroking my face. And then I opened my eyes and I could still smell her in the room. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see her there, but I could sense that her spirit was there to calm me. And I remember my then husband looking at me and said, what the heck wrong with you? Because he was almost irritated that this sense of calm had come over me. Must be the meds that you on. You about to go crazy after that baby. And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, nah. I'm actually really good now. And I'm going to be all right. Now, a lot of people get on here and talk about mystical things and ghosts and spirits or whatever. But one thing I know, my grandmother protected me, calmed me, and kept me that day. You know how they say it ain't nothing like a praying grandmother? I don't think that ever ends. What's your story?